Jamahal Hill on an excuse world tour. Thoughts on him now blaming Herb Dean? Hey, I'm just gonna. Listen, Jamahal. I know we talk in a DM sometimes. Okay, me and Jamahal Hill are on good terms. I'm gonna watch the Schmo interview later on Jamahal Hill. There's just a warning. You're on thin ice. Okay, thin ice, buddy. All right, bud. Hey, and it's getting hot outside. You know what I'm saying? That ice is starting to all around you, dude. You need to be careful. Okay? Thin ice, brother. You're not going to like it. I know. I get the feeling I'm not because I saw the comments first. So we'll see. We'll see. I like Jamahal Hill, though, but fuck, it's annoying, isn't it? You know what I mean? I don't want to get onto every fighter for just not accepting a loss because then it's just like I'm bullying a guy. Not bullying, because then there'll be a problem with me saying that. But then it'll be like I'm piling on a guy that lost. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather expose wife beaters like John Jones. How do you feel about Hill making excuses about his loss? Also, impression of Anik commentating on Jones, walking into the cage blackout drunk. Dude, Hill's on thin ice, dude. I've said this before. I need to watch the Schmo interview because that's apparently where a lot of his excuses lie. But at the same time, I think like certain fighters need to be delusional. Gives them a self-confidence that they actually need in order to be successful. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But I don't know. I haven't seen how delusional they really are. Thank you for the $5, The Last Samurai. Khalil fan logic. Hill 50-44's Glover. Meaningless. Old man Glover. Khalil robs Jacoby and has competitive fight with Washed Smith. Beast future champ. Yeah. Retarded. You know what's also Khalil fan logic? Or not just Khalil fan logic, but just MMA fan logic in general. Like 50% of them were saying he was going to beat Pereira, you know. And he got clipped by a shot, and now he has no chance against Khalil Roundtree. I'm sick of the Khalil Roundtree glaze. I hope he gets smoked by Hill. And I think he will. UFC 301 is a fight night disguised as a pay-per-view. Dude, I'm telling you, scale the cost of pay-per-view and people won't have a problem. And also, you know, we found out Dominic Cruz was supposed to be fighting Aldo, but they put it together on short notice because Cruz got injured again. Puss. So it was supposed to be Aldo versus Cruz, which I think could have carried that pay-per-view for hardcore fans. Henlo Guru, don't ever giggle like a flag again. Okay, I won't. MMA Twitter is typically uneventful during off weeks, treating you as a fat troll and posting what you say is good interaction bait for MMA accounts. I know, dude. It's jolly good. It's jolly good stuff. Thank you for the you know how tempted sometimes I am to just let it go on Twitter. You know what I mean? It's a very dangerous thing. His Sneeko and Zerka, which one would you beat? His Sneeko and HS, Sneeko and Zerka. I mean, I reckon, honestly, unironically, Zerka's probably the easier fight there. And I used to really like Zerka. I haven't watched him in ages. I used to find him really funny. Before he went on this cocaine thing and this red pill thing. Before that, the original Zerka, if anyone remembers the original Zerka on like streaming, like Twitch, he was really, really funny. Really funny. HS, I don't know. I find him funny. He's probably the most dangerous out of the three of them, just off stature. And it looks like he just has a, you know, some people have a knack for punching. And, you know, some people are just born with hands in a way. I feel like HS is one of those types of guys. Even though he did martial arts. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe people ain't born with hands. They just do martial arts as a kid. I feel like I'm born with hands a little bit as well. You see Smith, more delusional takes on Alex. Dude, chat, I'm making a video on Smith, but it's going to be in a while. Probably going to be maybe next week, actually, because he is fighting on the pay-per-view. I might do the UFC fighter with a genetic inferiority complex. It might be the video that he is. Because every single take of Anthony Smith is, well, if this guy was a fucking unathletic plot of fucking no muscle mass, fat, fucking streamlined bodied, no muscle insertion bitch, then he wouldn't be that good. That's all Anthony Smith's takes are. If you deduct this and deduct that and deduct this and make him a fat little invertebrate slob like me, then I'll be able to beat them. That's Anthony Smith. It's so much cope. It's insane. Reaction to CTE Weidman comparing Pereira's wrestling to Ben Askren's striking and taking his credit away. The wrestlers are butthurt. They are butthurt, dude. It's so funny to see. You know, it's funny to see them just not be able to actually get a fucking takedown and be in half guard on top of anyone anymore. That's always funny with these wrestlers, dude. Little soy boy bitches trying to come over to MMA and they just can't even get control time on some fucking 3-0 kickboxer. So funny, little gays. Looking like Garfield today. Thanks, man. Odds Chandler is paid off to get KO'd by Conor. It's not far-fetched, chat. It's not far-fetched at all. But yes or no, chat, if they were to pay Chandler to get KO'd by Conor, they would also time it with a new extension of the contract of Conor McGregor. Would they not? That's what we got to watch out for. So if we find out coming up to the fight, McGregor's deal has been renegotiated, he's signed a new contract for this many fights, you know what? I'm just going to pick him to win by KO in the first round. Because there's no way they're rigging a fight if he's gone the next fight. They're going to lock him down in a few more fights, and then they're going to rig it. You know what I mean? It's also... I could make a video about it. Dude, I don't want to do a video on every Izzy interview. Dude, he's kind of irrelevant now, to be honest with you. Like, who the fuck is he? You know what I mean? No pun intended. Bum. Like, who the fuck gives a shit about that guy? He's going to get sodomized by DDP. And then that's it. He'll probably cry and retire. Thank you for the 2. What do you think about Izzy's takes on the DJ podcast? I haven't even watched it. I watched clips of him saying, I'd be dead guy one time, essentially at the bar, which was good. But I haven't really watched the whole thing. I can't listen to Israel Adesanya, man. So I will listen to it, but it'd have to be someone's shown me a few clips from it, and then I'll listen to it, you know? Chips and guacamole! The hate replies on Twitter, hilarious. Dude, I can't believe, chat, people are defending John Jones from me on Twitter. It is insane. It is insane. How quick they were to defend him. I'll notice a trend about some of them, but it's all good. They're always in defense of their own. All good. So true about Dagestanis being the most privileged, biased, favored fighters in the UFC. Most biased, favored fighters in the UFC. I've tried to figure out why that is and can't really come up with any concrete reasoning. What's your take on why? Can't get paid hundreds of millions in Saudi money to put events on over there if you ain't got no fucking Muslim fighters. Am I wrong, chat? If there's no Dagestanis in the UFC, is Saudi Arabia having a card right now that they probably paid the UFC to put on? I fucking doubt it, dude. I think there's a big reason why Gervonta Davis became Muslim. Wouldn't be surprised if he gets a fight in Saudi coming up soon. I would not be surprised at all.